Well, it's Friday, May 19th, 2017. We just had a big slush storm in Colorado, and there's a big slush storm in the media, and I feel the need to rant about it. Because, so there's this James Comey memo, and in case you haven't heard, basically a couple of people found and read a memo. They were working probably in the FBI, and they're probably one of that group of people who hates Trump and wants to try to destroy him. So they dug up a memo in the wake of all the reporting about the firing of Comey, in which, according to them, and they read the memo and they communicated it to the reporters. So remember, point one, reporters haven't seen the memo, but they say the memo was written at a meeting, about a meeting that took place the day after Michael Flynn resigned. And after a meeting with more people, Trump pulled James Comey aside and suggested and said to him, I hope you can drop this, meaning the investigation into Flynn's contacts with Russia. And also that in the memo, Comey said he felt uncomfortable. So, on the basis of that, the media has concluded that, most of the media, has concluded that Trump told James Comey to end the investigation. And based on that conclusion, Democrats and media types are talking about impeachment. And honestly, I think they should try. I think they should keep talking about it. Now, Nancy Pelosi came out and she made clear that they shouldn't be talking about it. And she's absolutely right, because it is preposterous and idiotic. Let's just jump forward to what's going to happen if there is an impeachment. It's going to be a trial. There will be lawyers on both sides, and believe me, they will be the best lawyers ever. So just envision the cross-examination of the evidence that says that Comey, that Trump told Comey, I hope you can drop this. And the allegation that amounts to obstruction of justice. So, just 2 points. Did Jim Comey drop the investigation? No, he did not. Did Donald Trump say you will drop the investigation, or you must drop the investigation, or drop the investigation? No, he didn't say that. He said, I hope you can drop this. Now, what does the word hope mean? It means that you wish that something would happen in the future. You want it to happen. But you don't know that it's going to happen. You don't expect it to happen. Those are different words, right? Yes, they are different words. What does can mean? Can means am able. Are you able to drop the investigation? Well, let's be fair. In this usage, it generally means that you might drop the investigation. It doesn't mean you will. Just because you can do something or may do something clearly does not mean that you will. Now, can someone allege that it's couched language and it's intended to be interpreted that way with a wink and a nod? Sure, you can make that argument, but you'd better be very clear about it. And you can't. The reporters are saying that he just did it, that he just tried to stop the investigation. They're not saying what's true, which is that he indicated his hope that it could happen. And they are interpreting that as intended to send a message that you must do it. Just say so. That's what we're saying. Now, that's one argument. The next argument is, has any other president ever said or done anything that could be interpreted as intended to discourage an investigation from continuing? Oh, I think President Obama made some public statements about investigations into the Clinton emails that suggested that there was no evidence of any wrongdoing or any ill intent. I think he made some public comments about the lack of evidence that anyone was trying to target conservative groups when conservative groups were targeted by the IRS to prevent them from getting their tax-exempt status approved. Oh, gee. So, in other words, every dirty trick, every dirty thing that President Obama did will be dragged out into the public sphere again for those people who missed it the first time because they weren't paying attention at all. But everybody is going to be watching now. And guess what? Donald Trump has a precedent for getting away with everything he's done thanks to Barack Obama. Because Barack Obama has done everything and worse than anything that Donald Trump has done so far. So, good luck, Democrats. Good luck. Even in the talking head space, I imagine I'm not the only one who's going to bring up these points when we start dissecting this call for impeachment. These people are off the rails, and the media people who are seriously entertaining this, who obviously would have been outraged at the suggestion that Barack Obama should have been impeached for doing things as bad or worse, will be once again exposed for the complete hypocrites, shills, and Democrat operatives that they really are. Bring it on.